Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Tonight we're going to be making pan-seared ribeye pork chops with a creamy garlic dill sauce over top, some green beans, and some potatoes. Stay tuned, more to come. Alright guys, so as you can see, the garlic is starting to hang out with the olive oil. It's starting to brown and get flavorful. So we're going to go ahead and turn the heat down just a little bit to about 3. Since we had gone up to medium to get that going. And I'm going to add one 8-ounce block of cream cheese to this mix. Now, in the perfect world, I would have had time to, soften this cream cheese. But we're going to let it do it in the pan. Just let it melt down and hang out a little bit with the garlic. So while we're letting that hang out with the garlic, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our potatoes. This is 4 medium potatoes chopped up, and we're going to do a rough mash with these. These aren't going to be whole potatoes, but we're going to leave the skins on and we're going to do a rough mash, and we're going to go ahead and add them to our pot back here. And we're going to give them a little swirl in the hot bath, and we're going to add just a little bit of salt. Just a little bit of salt to it. Keep it going. We're going to use some of this pink Himalayan salt just to salt it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, and as you can see, our cream cheese is starting to kind of get down a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and give that cream cheese a little help, and we're going to add some half and half to that to get it to break down. And we're going to start with about a cup of this. So we're going to just use some regular generic half and half to put in here. Kind of cool the pan down a little bit and give that cream cheese some time to melt down. You can also break it apart, which will help melt it down as well. Now, we're only cooking for 2, so you can increase this recipe, you can increase this meal to suit the needs of your family. Alright, so we're going to give that a few minutes to cook down. So as you can see, the sauce is still cooking, the potatoes are boiling, they're just about done. We'll be adding some butter and salt and pepper to them. We're going to go ahead. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and added, off camera, I've gone ahead and added a little bit of extra cream to here and whisked this up to a nice creamy consistency to help break down some of those last pieces of the cream cheese that did not break down the way they were supposed to. As you can see, I've gone ahead and I've drained our potatoes. So I'm going to add half a stick of butter. And then just to add a little color to it, I'm going to add a little paprika and some pepper. So we're going to start with the ground pepper. And I'm sorry if you see my hand. Fresh ground pepper in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add just a little bit of paprika. Again, well, maybe a little bit more than a little bit. I want to give it just a little bit of color. And we're going to go ahead and get that stirred in. Now I know some of you are going to be yelling at me. You're going to be, oh my gosh, you're using the wrong seasonings. This is what we like. Take it or leave it. And something else I want to do, now that the pork has been cooking, I'm going to go ahead and use a pork thermometer, and I'm going to see where we are cooked wise. On this thermometer, you want the pork to be, you want the knob to be in the red. So I'm just going to make sure that the pork is cooked the whole way through. Alright, and my dial is right in the middle on the pork in the red. And we're gonna call that it's actually cooked through. And we're gonna give them one more quick toss. One more little quick toss. And we're gonna go ahead and turn this off. As you can see, we're steaming back here with our green beans, so they're gonna be ready. Our sauce is ready, and our potatoes are almost ready. All right, guys, so what I've done off camera is I've gone ahead and rough mashed the potatoes. Now, we did decide to add about 2 tablespoons of sour cream to it to really give it a nice creamy consistency with the rough mash. And I'm sorry, the pan looks a hot mess while you mash it. It doesn't look pretty. We've got the cream sauce, the dill cream sauce to put over top of the pork chops, and we've got the green beans. So give us just a few minutes and we're gonna go ahead and plate this up, and we'll be right back to plate it up. All right, guys, well, here we are, finally finished and plated. We have our pan-seared pork chop with the dill glaze or dill cream sauce over the top, our rough mashed potatoes, and our canned green beans. Let me know if you liked the video. Have a good